Folks, breaking news here. We were going to start with the House vote on the stopgap budget bill with Congressman Gaetz, but he's of Florida. He has just informed us, and he informed Fox News as well, that he and other members of Congress have just been given a 4-page memo that is extremely disturbing involving the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Program. He joins me now, Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida. This is new. You just got this document. What does it say, and why are you more concerned about this than the continuing resolution vote tonight?
Well, Liz, the allegations contained in this important intelligence document go to the very foundations of our democracy, and they require an immediate release to the public, in my opinion. Unfortunately, I cannot talk about the specific facts contained within this memo. I can only share my observation that if the American people knew what was happening, if they saw the contents of this memo, a lot would become clear about the information that I've been talking about on television for the last several months. And so I am calling on our leadership to immediately hold a vote on the floor of the House to make public the key contents of this intelligence memo regarding the FBI, the Department of Justice, and President Trump.
Would you recommend, in calling for this vote, that it supersede the vote on the continuing resolution tonight, be part of it? How would that work?
We could do them simultaneously. At any time, the leadership could put on the floor a measure that would allow us to release to the public the critical allegations, and I cannot stress how important they are in this memo. And they could put that on the floor at any time. They could do it simultaneous with the continuing resolution or immediately before or after.
I know you cannot discuss the top secret contents, but can I ask you a general question? Does it, I guess, articulate some type of horrific privacy abuses on American citizens?
Well, I cannot discuss the specifics that are contained in the memo, but folks who've been paying attention and watching what Congressman Jordan and Congressman DeSantis and others have been talking about on television and in the Judiciary Committee would likely find the contents of this memo very interesting, very revealing, and just essential to the way our government interacts with the duly elected President of the United States. This is no small measure. It is just as important as keeping the government open through the weekend, and we need to have a vote on it immediately.
Well, do you now regret having voted yes to extend the FISA, the so-called Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Program?
Well, I don't regret that vote because I think that there is a tremendous amount of helpful intelligence that comes through the 702 program, and I don't want to handcuff the brave men and women who are out there on the front lines working on behalf of our interests all over the world. In the legislation that reauthorized that program, there were some very significant reforms that changed the warrant process and the due process for Americans. I think that will improve FISA, but I can tell you, we really need to get this information into the public square that until today has only been available to members of Congress. One final note, Liz, every Democrat on the Intelligence Committee voted against making this information available to members of Congress. Every Republican voted for it. So I think that when it comes to who's protecting transparency, it's the Republicans. We want this information available for the American people.
And you have it. You can't reveal the contents. Everyone in Congress has just had it released. You're calling for it to be released to the American people. Does it exonerate in some way, shape, or form the president from any accusations of Russian collusion or dealing with the Russians to try and help the election?
Well, again, that would get into the specifics of the memo. I can only stress its importance.
You can't blame me for trying. Quickly, yes or no vote tonight on the continuing resolution, the stopgap funding measure to keep the government
open. I don't want
to
keep doing things the same way. I want to change the way we do things. That's what Republicans promised, and I remain true to that commitment, and that's not reflective in a yes vote on this continuing resolution.
Matt Gaetz is a no from the state of Florida. Thank you for joining us with that breaking news. Any more that we get on this, folks, we will get it to you. In the meantime,